Okay, Coach, we are just west of downtown Denver off of I-25 at Broncos Stadium at Mile High. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Two 1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback.
On the ready.
44, Mike, 44. Record. Big edge.
Check. Ready.
This is Royce Freeman, second-year man from Oregon. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
2nd and 4 from the 31.
Check.
Go. Topper. Get it.
A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Set up, 50, plant, rock it. 61, matchbox, left.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Down, 18 Gators. Ready to go.
Now on 2nd and 16. Lock. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
He got 29 yards that time.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Let's go.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 27. Now the rookie from Boise State, Alexander Madison. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 at the 18-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Check.
On 2nd down, this is Madison. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 15 yards on the play, first down. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Ready, ready. 30 base.
Let's go. I'm coming.
Deep grip.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? To throw it is lock. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So on fourth down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by McManus is good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Warning!
We own them. Show it up.
Easy! Keeper.
Now Foles. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. (3-0) after one on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Foles. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
Now Leonard Fournette, and he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Foles. He'll find O'Shaughnessy open left side. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
At the 6-yard line.
Second and goal from the 6 this time.
6-man. Check cross, check cross, check cross. Check 26, check 26.
Yes.
They'll give Fournette another crack. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They're not going to kick it. A chip shot, but they're going for it down 3 on 4th down.
Hayden Cole. Samuel West.
They'll go with a big back Fournette, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Jaguars have taken the lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Jaguars 7, Broncos 3. Josh Lambeau set to kick off.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10. At their own 22-yard line.
A reminder coming up tonight, a tough ticket in New Orleans. The Cowboys in town to take on the Saints on Sunday Night Football. And tomorrow night, Charles and I, we go to Pittsburgh. Bengals and Steelers, 2 teams, well, they don't like each other very much. That's well documented. That starts at 8:15 Eastern as we close out the month of September. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and now it's 2nd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Come on.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Ready.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. That one good for 26 and a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Any weapon.
We got to step it up.
Hey, rock it, get it.
Here's Madison running on first down. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Freeman. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. The Broncos had 15 4th down conversions last year, most in the NFL, and they're going here. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Don't get nervous. Look, squeeze. Check 25. Check. You're out.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Down. 50. Plant. 48 right now. Let's go. Pilot. 64. Weak. Check 13. Check. To go.
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Locke going to throw. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And now it's 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever.
65, 65, 65. Hey, alert 48.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. And he hits his target, Deshaun Hamilton. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. And McManus able to put it through. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Go, go, go! 50, Max, 50! Here we go, here we go! Here we go! Here we go!
Second half beginning with a run from Fournette. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Be alert, be alert.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Here we go on second and 12. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. So here the men in charge are going to be looking at whether or not the receiver had possession of the ball as he went out of bounds.
And they have to make sure that the receiver got both feet down in bounds as well.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Back to throw here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Fournette, a first down carry. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
On second and 9, Foles. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. 23 yards on the play. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down. Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
Keep playing all day. Let's get it.
So it's third and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now back to throw. And he's got his tight end, Oliver. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Brings up second and goal at the 2-yard line.
They come out here in the I. From the 2 now, second and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Here we go. 20. 50. Watch the curl.
He'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Josh Oliver with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. Here we go. Watch it.
Block off of play action. He'll buy some time right. His throw incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Block again here on 2nd and 10. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and a mile. Flacco looking for his first toss. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp. The Broncos send out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one.
That's it, baby. We go work.
At their own 38-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, we got 3 down.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
From the 40 now on second down. Foles throwing the out route and complete. That's Oliver. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They'll set up a throw. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And he'll be tackled after a gain of 4. Still 3 yards short. 4th down. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
Let's go, baby.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
Dad, lock it in.
I'm scared. Hey, watch it, watch it.
3 wide.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Flacco from the gun. Wide open receiver complete. The 30, 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And now the Broncos are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So now a big play here as the Broncos will line up to go for 2.
Hey, look, 48. Hey, we don't like the 48 right now. Let's go. We got to get the ball. Hey, my 7.
From the gun, Flacco. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Mike 50.
Kick.
2nd and 10. Looking sideline, incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Watch 8-9, watch 8-9, short.
Mike 50, Mike.
Check back. Hey, Mike's 50.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll look to throw here. He's got the hook up with Conley. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. That's out to his running back, Fournette. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Mike 50. Watch the screen. Mike's 50. So don't say nothing.
Now Foles. And a hook up over the middle to Pryor. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Foles. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Anthony Walker in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. On second down, here's Fournette. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. Here's Foles. And that is incomplete. This defense so strong all afternoon long. Well executed again there.
This is a group that really functions well off of each other. No matter what the assignment, the other person fills in the exact proper spot. They've made it very, very hard for them to find open places to throw the football.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
Halfway, 20.
Let's go, defense.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. It was Taven Bryan who got him down defensively.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Pressure mounting. Flacco. And it's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Fourth down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
This is fielded at the 27. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field.
Watch the twist, watch the twist.
Fournette running out of the gun. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
It's out time. It's out time, guys. It's out time.
2nd and 5. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Again, it's Fournette. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And they get the timeout called here. It comes with 1 second remaining on the clock. So now the onus will fall on the shoulders of Josh Lambo. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So now the onus will fall on the shoulders of Josh Lambo. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Hey, get hot, set. Ready? Get hot, set. Wait.
They'll run on first down. Freeman. He was brought down by Michael Davis. Short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way, because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now after the sack, Flacco and the Broncos come up 3rd and long.
Pick it up, G.
3rd and long for Joe Flacco. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Well, their defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we've got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game. And, boy, they did it well.
Let's go.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, go. Sound good. Sound good.
Let's bring it. You got tight. You got tight right there.
22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers. Hey, box truck. Box truck. Go, go.
Now a first throw here in overtime. Looking long for Westbrook. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
On 2nd and 10, Foles. Open man right side is Shark. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Jaguars.
380. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From just shy of midfield, Foles. This one complete over the middle to O'Shaughnessy. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Overtime with less than 2 minutes to play, and we are still all tied.
180.
Going with Armstead, a first down carry. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. And that carry probably not so much for yardage, just to get the spot that you want to kick the field goal.
And any yardage a game there is really kind of gravy, and this just becomes what my old coach used to say, get into position to be in position. And that's what they want, the right spot for their kicker to line up the field goal. I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And this one, a 41-yard attempt. And Lambeau, he missed it. He missed it left. No good. And that changes everything here in OT. So it's his second missed field goal here. That wouldn't have ended the game, but it would have given him a leg up in OT.
And that's got to invigorate this defense. They did their part. Now it's time for their offense to put together a drive and seal the deal.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Flacco looks to throw. Got a man. That's complete to Hamilton. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. The offense on 3rd down tonight, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. Flacco. And able to find Deshaun Hamilton complete. 19 on the last play, 19 more here, and another first down. Here's Flacco. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Here we go, D.
Lock it.
Here I come again. Here I come again.
Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Hey, they're scared. They're scared. Hey, nice.
And again, it's Flacco to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hamilton. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So this thing rests on the shoulders of Brandon McManus. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about, a long field goal to win it. So definitely not a gimme. So there was tension all the way through until the ball went through the post.
But it did go through the post. Ice water was in his veins. So for the Broncos, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina